for the start of another season. I'm sure it's always great to start a new season, but coming off of last year you guys lose some seniors, you get a lot of new players. Entering game one, what is the outlook? What have you seen in practice? What looks promising?
We got a bunch of young kids. It's by far the youngest team we've had since I've been here. That's, I guess, a typical response when you graduate 9 seniors. There's a lot of promise for the future, but, with a bunch of young guys, you just never know how they're going to respond to, difficult games, difficult situations, on the road, and all those things. It's kind of up in the air. We know and we're optimistic about the talent we have in the team. The question is, are they going to come around and realize that talent this year, or is it going to take some time for us to build to that point? But at some point, we're very confident that this is going to be a strong nucleus of a team.
How important are these non-league games? Starting with William Jessup and Hope International. How important are these games? So the fact that it's not starting conference right off the bat.
Yeah, no, they're huge for us. They give us an opportunity, especially with such a young group. Give us an opportunity to give some guys some playing time, get their feet underneath them, build a little bit of confidence, and move forward. Our conference is so difficult, and we had to jump right into San Bernardino and Pomona in the first weekend. That's a really difficult task. So these are a really, really good opportunity for our young guys to get some experience and learn what it's all about to be playing at this level.
Some coaches just say with the personnel they have, they work with the personnel and kind of system. How do you go about with your team?
Yeah, same thing. We have a style and a play of play that we'd like to try to keep consistent. It helps us in recruiting, and it helps us, connect with the players from year to year, so there's some consistency. But obviously, when you're really young, you've got to tweak a few things and make sure that you're giving guys the best chance to be successful. We don't want to throw them into the fire and then have them fail and lose a little bit of confidence out of the gate. So, we just tweak things a little bit, but for the most part, we're pretty consistent from year to year over what we're trying to accomplish.
Like you said, a lot of new guys, but for guys that are returning, will it take winning to kind of take pressure off? I know, for the returning players, they know what happened last season, but how do you keep them focused and comfortable that they kind of, forgive at the same time?
Yeah, I'm not sure that forgetting is not an easy thing. I think winning is really the only thing that kind of gets that sour taste out of your mouth. It puts a little bit of pressure. Nobody can escape it. It puts a little bit of pressure on you to try to improve and to be better than you were in the past. From a coaching perspective, we're trying really hard to keep things reasonable and not put too high of expectations on people, so we're not compounding that kind of pressure. But obviously, a few wins early in the season will help calm people's nerves and give people a bit of confidence as we move forward.
Who will be your keeper in that?
Yeah, that's a tough one. We have 3 very, very strong keepers right now. All 3 of them are playing very well. Obviously, Chris Terms played and started for us last year and did a great job. He's come back and is playing very well. But Robert Quintero has also come back and has played exceptionally well. And we have a transfer, Brian Hernandez, who's a JC transfer. He has a few eligibility issues, and he's not going to be eligible to play this weekend, but he is very good as well. Top to bottom, it's really hard to separate the 3 of them. They are all very good. They all have their own strengths, and they all have their own weaknesses, and it's really hard. At this point, whoever we put in there, I can promise you will do a good job, but at this point, it's almost too close to call. It's minute to minute almost with that situation, because they are all doing such a great job, and it's from a coaching perspective and that as well. It's a very positive thing to have such depth and talent in that position.
Is this a decision that for the opener that it might have to be made till you guys are actually on the field?
It is. Honestly, through preseason scrimmages, we've kind of split time with Robert and Terms. Almost at this point, we're going to keep doing that. We haven't made a decision on that yet, but they're both doing such a great job. It's almost unfair to tell one or the other they don't get to play at this point. So, it might be a case for the first 4 games of preseason that we give them the opportunity, each get an opportunity to play and show what they're capable of doing, and then take it a little bit farther into the season before we get to a point where we see some separation between